Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street. We're James in the Games. Heading in to episode 3 of our Ultima 6, The False Prophet Let's Play. So let me just, hold on. There, adjust my desk a bit. Check my lighting. Am I okay? Not great lighting. We'll live with that. Hello, Waffle Syrup. Glad you're here. Let me adjust the volume before I launch the program. And then, nothing left to do but dive in. So last week, in our second day of Ultima 6, The False Prophet, we liberated a shrine. We're already making moves. 1/8 of the way to finishing the game. I suspect that's not actually true. But who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see. There we go. Bust out of the full screen. Get that out of my way. Alright. That's good. That's good. Get my spreadsheet up. And we're ready to go. We will skip right on past this intro scene that it actually shows you every time you turn the game on, instead of requiring you to launch it from the menu here. I'll indulge in the novelty of clicking on Journey Onward to get going. Ooh, most controls, baby. This is 1990. And here we are. Ooh, gotta think for a moment. Right, I was exploring the sewers beneath Britain and the caves, subsequently even lower than those sewers, when I ran out of time, had to stop, and I'm just trying to find my way back to the surface here. So maybe, just maybe, well, ooh, the door's locked, but we have keys. Key N is not the key, but I have more than one. Is the key A? No effect. Okay. Well, this is not the way out then. Let's walk around and we'll find our way out of here. You know what? I've turned the volume down too far for myself. I cannot hear the music. Hold on. Okay. There's a decent level for me. Now I'll turn it down a fair bit. For the folks at home, let me know if I've got the balance off in any way. And let's just see if we can ever find our way out of Castle Britain. Castle British, I should say. I guess we'll try the ladder here. Back down into the depths. Oh, we've got a rat to deal with, so let's begin combat. Alright, Elo's got it on the ropes. Dupre's got nothing to do here, really. Neither does Shimino. Let's leave this one for the Avatar. Nope. Well, it's dead now. Great. Oh, let's end the battle. And let's continue. Okay. I think probably the way that I want to do this is to just find my way back to our strange friend in the sewers who gave us a name that is not a nickname that isn't our name. What about this one? Hold on. Just keep trying ladders up until one gets us somewhere. There we go. In the middle of the night, we emerge in the inn. And we're out. Okay. That's one important step. How are you doing today, Waffle Syrup? How's the 500-page page? I hope you got at least 200 to 300 pages of that done last night. I'm going to go to the menu for a moment to see the menu. The manual. Looking at the Ultima 6 compendium here. Specifically to find out How do I want to bid farewell. Hail, British! I want to bid farewell to the NBC Blaine before I head out there. Because he just wanted a taste of adventure. It doesn't feel right to make him do the entire quest. Well, I'm not seeing anything obviously related. How are you today, British, by the way? Not seeing an obvious explanation. So what if we click on Blaine? There's no bye-bye Blaine option. Can we drop Blaine? I don't know. Well, yes, this is absolute. No spoilers are involved in letting me know how to get young Blaine back home with his family before we head out into potential danger. Meanwhile, I think the Avatar and his companion's priority right now is to find somewhere that counts as wilderness so we can camp down and catch some Z's. Well, see, I've got my role-playing reason, as I've stated, to... of course. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we're gonna camp. So Blaine gets one last night with the team. I think you're right, Wolfster, that Blaine can handle himself, particularly because he is a ranged fighter. Staying in the background. So, but besides the role-playing reason of like, this is your home, Blaine, and like, it's not really your responsibility to save the world. We also have not enough room. There we go. Take a few steps to the left. There we go. Now we finally have enough room. We can all sleep. Who will guard? Shimino, buddy, you're in the hot seat. 3 will guard. We all eat some food. Shimino stands guard. The sun comes up. It's a beautiful day. We hear something. I imagine we hear a lot of things. We're right next to a city. Okay. But here we are. Oh my goodness. It's a battle to the death with a bunch of poisonous snakes. Whoops. Oh no, I shouldn't have had... Okay. I got over my skis there because I was trying to use the keyboard and the mouse in Fusion. Heck yeah. Killed another snake. Who killed that snake? Have I put... I think I put Blaine back on auto combat. Oh well. Avatar takes a snake down. Shimino advances towards the front lines. Yeah. Blaine's acting on his own. Alright. Got diagonal movement now. Should get my numpad. Here we go. Elo, keep it up on that one snake. He's dead. We're all closing in on a single snake. And he's dead. The battle is over. The day is won. Glory. Let's all join together in a rousing chorus of Rule Britannia. Right. We head back in to the city limits of Britain here. I'm going to throw down a save. Whoops. Oh, damn it. I've gone and forgotten the hotkey for... Oh, it's just Control S. There we go. Alright. Just in case I head out on the road here, because we're hitting the Kingsway. We're going to venture beyond the bounds of Britain. Head down the road, I think, to Paws today. And probably, based on the scale and size of the towns, I imagine we will see everything there is to see in Paws, and then head to Trinsic. So just in case we get out on the road and it turns out, oh goodness, Blaine was the only thing keeping us alive, we can load this save. and bring them on home. Hey, Blaine. Slightly built Roma lad. Oh, speaking of which, the comedian Jimmy Carr. Oh my goodness. Oh, whoa. Oh, man. No, Blaine. This is... I haven't even said anything yet. Wow. He's really putting me on the spot here. Like... You know what? Okay. If the max group size is 6, then yeah. Whew. He's laying on the guilt real quick. Oh, yeah, no. I'm one of the good Gorgios. Or Gorgios, or whatever that means, Blaine. I want that to be very clear to you. We appreciate you and your culture. Oh my. Yeah, let's keep Blaine for now. For the role-playing reason of holy moly. He went hard with the guilt there. Oh my goodness, yeah. So the comedian Jimmy Carr, who I primarily know as a presenter on various BBC panel shows, famous for his absurd yawping laugh. Oh my goodness, did he ever swing and miss trying to make an edgy joke about the Holocaust? I'm not going to repeat the joke, but holy moly. Yeah, not great. Apparently, it's one of those stand-up specials where he's making super edgy jokes and then going meta and talking about why he made the joke and how it's difficult to make an edgy joke that makes this point. And so he described the point he was trying to make with the joke, and it was not the point that the joke made at all. Google it. Like I said, I don't want to even repeat it. But what do you hear, Shamino? You know what? I should have the map open just since we're dealing with a place that is at once very familiar and yet slightly different from what I'm used to here. I don't think that I am on the road to Paws at all. So you know what? And yes, you know what? That's another thing, Waffle Syrup. To return to what you said a moment ago, or probably like a minute ago now. Like, it's not like Blaine's not good company. Whoa, look at him go. He never stops juggling. I gotta feel like, he could be making, like, solid money just doing his buster act. So, in a sense, it's very noble of him. Oh, that's really good to hear, British. Thank you for that heads up, because I'm not going to do it at this exact moment, because I'm invested in trying to get my bearings. But that's great. Just yet another thing that here in 1990, we're seeing Ultima do things that other RPGs will catch up to a decade or so later. Like Dragon Age, the party members will banter and their banter changes. Or on the Japanese side of things, I remember, and it might have been in an earlier Tales game too, but Tales of Symphonia, I think, the one that came out on the GameCube, also has a kind of thing where just when you're walking around the world, depending on who's in your party, you'll randomly be like, do you want to read some conversation that just develops these characters and does nothing else? Yeah, let's have it. Give it to me. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, I'm going to go back up the road. My jittery walking. And, okay, you know what? Can never hurt. If you read the road signs. The spiritual way. Spiritual path. The spiritual path. Okay. Oh, if this is like the honorable path, the King's Way? The King's Way. Hold on. So what if we take this to the east and then it goes south? Okay. I believe this... Oh yeah, this accords with the map. This is taking us towards Paws and Trinsic. The town of friendly folks, the village of friendly folks, and then the city that loves honor more than anything. I hope this is a friendly dog and I don't have to kill it. Funny, no response from the dog. Okay. But he's not attacking us. It's just a dog. Okay. And we won't come to Paws until we've also crossed another little creek heading to the east. Alright, I know where I am on the map. Looks like we're just about to Paws, because here will be like the range of hills, mountains, that's just to the west of Paws. Oh hey! This is something. What's this? We've opened the door. We are talking to the folk. It's a merchant. He's covered head to toe in flour, so we can gather what kind of merchant he is. Sir, please don't spit on the flour. Bust out my cursor so I can get open the Paws sheet in the spreadsheet. And I'll just keep it free for now. Yeah! BioWare, obviously. I believe that is BioWare too, right? The same folks that would go on to do Dragon Age. So they obviously took that. They took that inspiration. It's not like it's some kind of flaw of someone to realize, hey, we should be copying all the things these Ultima games keep doing. We should look at these older games now and do them more. Gryson Fairfleth. All right. I wonder if do you think Gryson Fairfleth would respond to the prompt of awful name? Probably not. I don't want to insult him anyway. But oh my goodness. All right. What do you do here? As you can see, I turn grain into flour. Yes, that's true. I could see that. It's a demanding job. Yeah. Oh, and British. Imagine trying to say it when your mouth is all dried out from accidentally inhaling flour all day. Like when this guy tries to introduce himself to someone on the road home from work. Hello, I'm the flour guy. Just call me Flour Man. Okay, tell me about this grain, the first step in the milling process. You'd buy some grain if I had any. That makes sense. That's a sensible economic business model. That's the kind of thing that you should want to buy from someone. Tell me about, I suppose you'll sell me flour? No thank you. Well, Gryson, it was nice to meet you. I think I'll take my leave, sir. Do you have co-workers or family members in this very large structure? No. This miller lives alone, although he sets two places at the table, with the chairs on both sides. So when he does have company, it's strange for them. I can probably just trust the road will take me around the mountains. Hold on. I'm writing down Gryson's job and I was typing makes flour and I realized I should just say he's a miller. There's a word for what this man does. Free cheese! No. We will resist the urge to steal from the people. Somewhere, someone at... My goodness, I can't even think of the name of the studio. But, the Elder Scrolls people. They were playing this game and like, RPGs should have a lot of cheese wheels in them. It's more immersive that way. Nobody's home. The industrious folk of Paws, all out there on the town during the day. It's a cat cafe. I like that. They're speaking my language. Oh, hey. It's Elo's doppelganger. Charming fellow with a peacock feather in his cap. I'd be more charmed if you hadn't stolen the look of my friend. Welcome, welcome. 'Tis always a pleasure to see a new face. Yeah, your face is... I don't know if I'd go as far as to say pleasing. You're making a very strange smile at me, sir. Your name is Mandrake. Well, you can call me. I mean, some people do like to say that I'm the avatar of all of the virtues. But you can just call me James. Gotta remember, this is Britannia. Sirrah might not be the same kind of disrespectful connotation as it might have had in early modern England. Yeah, I love a good story. But just a second here. Mandrake, the bard. I do. Please tell me a story. I haven't even heard them yet, but sure. 4? I don't know. I haven't got a full grasp on the economy of Britannia and how it has evolved. So here, have you... Well, that was too kind. Hail, Stimpinski! Welcome. Damn. Maybe if I'd given him 2 gold coins, he would have gone. That was exactly kind enough. You haven't wasted any of your money. Quest's going well, Stimpinski. I've liberated 1 shrine. As I was saying yesterday, I got real lucky and just the gargoyles kind of aggroed individually, like they were ninjas in a Bruce Lee movie, and so that went pretty well. Probably making me overconfident about the combat. Now I'm hitting the road for the first time, heading down the road to Paws. Well, perhaps I can. You know, if I get it, it's certainly something I will keep in mind. If later on I'm running into fights and I'm just like, I can't beat this head on. Do the old, certainly had a lot of practice in that, mostly with Dark Souls 2 of all the Dark Souls. You do a New Game Plus on Dark Souls 2, and at some random spots, they were like, we could make this harder if we had 4 extremely difficult enemies attack you all at once. And then you're like, I gotta inch until one of them comes at me and the other ones don't. And then I gotta run away so I don't accidentally aggro the other ones. ELO has gained 1 level, so I think... Let's check in a moment. I know that the only one who's gained a level is ELO. He gained it at the Shrine of Compassion, although now I know that which shrine you use to level up influences your stat gains, which puts me in that awkward position where, like, now I would like to do all my level ups at the Shrine of Spirituality, but that's probably one of the harder ones to liberate since it doesn't even exist in this dimension anymore. We'll see. Okay, he tells me tales for quite a while. Maybe it was Shimino. Maybe it was. I guess we'll find out. We'll look at the stats in a sec. Okay. All right, I lose track of time listening to him. Yeah, you have to meditate, and so you have more control over when you level, except that you have to be in the vicinity of a shrine that you have liberated. Ships sailing off the edge of the world. That's not how it goes, buddy. Ships go to the edge of the world and they just come off the other edge, like Pac-Man. Earthquakes. Yeah, I believe in those. Mad wizards. Sure. And fierce bat. Oh, yes, that's another thing. Oh, yeah. You do need... Your ability to level up is absolutely gated by your ability to have killed the right number of things. And fierce battles. Okay. Well... Except for the ships going off the edge of the world, these at least sound like realistic stories. Spells that halt the flow of time. There's only one. It's called Antim. A man who has found a way to fly. Balloons. Strange secret of the wisps. Please elaborate right now. Nope. There are 2 bands of Roma. Oh my goodness. This game is packed with travelers. traveling the Kingsway, who are often mistaken for each other. Okay, jeez. Hopefully Blaine can help us navigate that. Speaks of a pirate ship empire, which is much dreaded in its day, and of the giant ants that can be found in the dry land. Okay, alright. Obviously, I should be making some notes here. Make a rap cell and say spells that stop the flow of time. 2 bands of travelers on the road who are often mistaken for each other. Dread pirate ship. Well, yeah. Is there a? I wouldn't. I don't want to go so far as to say. I don't know if I go right to racial insensitivity. Like, if this game came out today, I'd be like, it's kind of racist. I'm open to the idea that a well-meaning dude in 1990 might. I mean, I guess we'll see how the travelers we meet are portrayed. The Dread Pirate Ship Empire. Giant ants. New enemy type. Found in the dry land. Okay. Do you have even more stories, Mandrake? Holy moly. Head is filled with wondrous visions, yeah? Finally, he notices Dupre has begun to doze off and decides to bring his tales to an end. You want to, actually specify the secret of the wisps? You bothered... Okay, alright. Sing your friggin' song. He sings better if he keeps his belly full and his wineskin as well. Would you care to donate a coin or two? On the off chance that your song has a riddle or something, I will give you 1 more coin. And if you whine that this is not generous... Okay, good. The dragon is a Okay, we're not learning anything from this. The dragon is a scaly sort who spouts flames when he sneezes. Many a bold knight has he fought, for he goes where'er he pleases. Okay, this is an educational song for children. Porcupines have spines. Roman girl, butterfly, we're out in the woods at play. When I saw them, I said, oh my, what a perfect sunny day. Okay, Mandrake. It was great talking to you. Yeah, maybe when we meet again, you can pay me for the privilege of us talking. Let's carry on. Oof, dude. Man whose pungent smell greets us before he can. The pungent smell of his infected face wounds? Well, hello there, strangers. What's your name? Hendel the Slaughterman. Whew. It's a serious job title. Okay, one sec here. Liberate my mouse so I can start the entry. Hendel, his job is he's a slaughterman. I'm assuming he slaughters livestock. Fingers crossed. Well, your own name is a keyword. Okay. So your job, you're the slaughterman, but tell me more about it. Beef and pork. Makes you a bit unpopular here in the pub, he laughs. I guess because of your smell, but seems like it would make you popular in the sense that you supply the food. Have you tried this argument? Unpopular. I don't mean anything by it. I was just repeating what you said. Okay. Oh ho! Wow, that really came together. I don't know if I've ever scheduled a same weekend RPG session in my entire life. Even when I was young, people had free time. It was legal to meet at places. I don't mean anything. All right. Nice. What do you like about pork? All right. Forget it. Thank you, Hendel. You're a fine slaughterman. Amused-looking gentleman. He does look amused. Welcome to the cat's lair. What's your name, sir? Dr. Cat. Oh, you got the scheduling done today. My brain inserted the word for, so I read your message. I managed to schedule our next RPG session for today. I thought, whoa. But congratulations. Because really, like, scheduling it, even a single RPG session, is a remarkable accomplishment. Dr. Cat, my old friend. How'd you get that name? Is it because you have cats everywhere? Yeah. Treat his cats well, they'll treat me the same. So if I find like fish or something, I gotta come back here and just give his cat a fish. Because I don't think that there's a hotkey for like scritch behind the ears. So I think we will need to make friends with them with objects if there's something to be done. Then perhaps the cats will be like, here, come on. I found this, magic sword or something. I'll show you. It's behind the bar. Okay. That makes sense. What do you do, sir? I mean, we've met. I know what you do. You sell things, and you like to chat with your patrons, and you like to indulge in a friendly game every now and then. Patrons? Certainly, yeah. Oh, yeah. Family. Perhaps family especially. Because, you get, to begin with, you got to devote your time around your job to your family. Certain members of your family might be like, no, I don't buy that it's important that you get this thing done. Patrons. All right. It's a nice, friendly town. All the townsfolk know each other. You get lots of visitors, too. Like who? Any interesting visitors recently? Any false or seemingly real prophets? He chose Paws for his tavern because it's right on the Kingsway between Britain and Trinsic. That's true. There's no better traveled spot in all of Britannia. It makes for good business. Paws, you say? Makes sense. Thought maybe you founded the village or something. Okay. What do you think of Britain? Nice place to visit. Yes. How about Trinsic? Bit too honorable for your tastes. Not touching that one. Great. I'm not buying food right now, sir. So I'll bid ye farewell. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the characters and see what they're on about. Okay, so the avatar is level 3, and he is well past the experience threshold for level 4. Eh? Hold on, gotta go backwards again. 6400 is level 8, 3200, 1600, 800, 400. Okay, no. The avatar is at the level that he is capable of being at. Very good. Dupre likewise. Nope. Counted backwards wrong. 6400, 3200, 1600, 800, 400. Okay. So wait. No. The avatar is ready to level. Dupre is ready to level. As is Elo. So, it was definitely Shimino. Good memory, British. Who could have guessed that the British would have a clearer memory of a thing that happened than I personally did? Yeah, so, the tension here is that Compassion Shrine is going to level up our dexterity. The stat of love. I guess it's probably anything that comes from love gives you dex. Anything that comes from courage will give you strength. And anything that comes from truth will give you intelligence. So yeah, we're ready for level ups, but it's all the big question remains: which place, like, where do we want to level up, or is getting the level up sooner more important? Who knows? Okay, so the avatar is 16 gold. Brae has 28 gold and a bunch of gold chunks. 72 gold for Jamino. Elo is doing fine for gold. Blaine's even got a little gold. No, you know what? I like the idea that the non-avatar companion will do his own thing. And also, if you can't trust a juggler to know how to use his fancy boomerang that you gave him. Ooh, if there's a pool gold command, I'm going to feel very good about that when I find out that that's definitely true. And hello, David. Welcome. All right. Yeah, so the big thing is either, like, I guess I just got to keep going, and if I start getting murdered in fights, then I got to say, all right, beggars can't be choosers. We need to level up at a shrine. But if I can hold out to tailor my level ups, make sure that Brae gets, the Shrine of Honor or the Shrine of Valor, and so on and so forth. That's what we want to do. Here's another bard. He's colorfully garbed. Hello? Do you bite your thumb at me? You see how, why I'm willing to give Richard Garriott a little bit of a slide on the gypsy thing is like also that he thought Syrah was just a cool old way to say hello to somebody, and not specifically a way that you like a lord, like is his retinue's out and you're like in the road and he's like, how now, Syrah? Like, can't you see we're coming through here? Patrick. All right, Patrick the musician. Let's get this down. Patrick the bard. My name, if you haven't heard of me, I'm surprised you haven't heard of me. I'm kind of famous around these parts, but they call me James. What do you do, Patrick? Yeah, that makes sense. So you're a bard. How's that treating you? Conservatory? Been there. My buddy Sir Kenneth works there. Johann, Zena, Shanach. I don't know how to pronounce that one. They all studied there. Of course, there are always oddballs like Mandrake. Well, where did Mandrake study? Completely self-taught. He's got some odd ideas about the... I guess we're going to have to pay him to tell us about the 8 virtues. Have to give him credit, though. Last time we gathered together for a songwriting competition, he won first prize easily. Was it a children's songwriting competition? Because I've heard his porcupine song and it was cute. Okay. Making a note here. And he has odd ideas about the virtues. Well, Patrick, how about you tell me what your ideas about the virtues are? How do we know that you're not the one? Well, I guess it's because he's conservatory trained. The virtues? Well, yeah, I get that. Never mind. It's all right. It's all good. So what are your songs like? A lusty young smith at his fife stood a-firing. His hammer lay by, but his forge still aglow. When to him a buxom young damsel came smiling, and asked if to work at her forge he would go. Alright, we're not doing the whole song. With a jingle vang. Oh yeah, we're at the hook now anyway. Will said the smith, they went off together, unto the young damsel's forge did they go. They stripped to go to it. 'Twas hot work and hot weather. She kindled the fire and she soon made 'em glow. Whew! Yeah, I bet they were jingle vanging all over the place. I gotta say, Patrick, I'm surprised that you are not taking home the songwriting competitions, because that was quite a number. All right. And did you say you have tails? No. Ah, that makes sense. He used to run a shop. Now he just owns it. And has it operated by a person who you would assume is his daughter, based on all the times you met her before and the fact that her name is very similar to his wife's name. All right. Okay. He did not say that he has tails. Hold on. What's your job? Stories. What kind of stories do you got? Lurk on, Stimpinski. What you making? Don't if you typed and then went away, don't feel the need to come back to the keyboard. You can tell me after when you're done learning. Here's one. The owl and the pussycat sailed to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. Along came a spider and sat down beside them, and the cat said, "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" The clock struck 1, the owl fell down, and 3 little piggies went wee, 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 wee. Ooh. That sounds good. All the way home. I don't understand it, but Dr. Cat says that's his favorite story. Yeah, I don't understand it either. He's a decent guy. He doesn't water his drinks either. Yeah, I bet. Told me I should learn a story with some ducks in it, though. What's he so excited about ducks for? His name's not Dr. Ducks. Don't ask me. If he likes ducks, that's his business. So this guy Patrick's got a weird... He likes to start talking about people. Kind of doing a little bit of preliminary gossip. And then you're like, oh, tell me more. And he's like, do I look some kind of gossip to you? Okay, but Mandrake has odd ideas about the virtues. Dr. Cat has a weird thing about ducks. Awesome. Great. Good to know. Great. Goodbye. Okay. Let's now we got things to ask. We got follow-up questions. Mandrake. It's been too long. What brings you to this part of the realm? It's funny you should ask, because I was going to ask you how you feel about the virtues, and kind of the whole reason I do anything. It's just how much I love virtue. Never mind that for the moment. Let me sing thee a song. Sweet. What kind of meat? I am personally a vegetarian, but that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate the deliciousness of meat to the extent that I remember it. Is it a song about the virtues? Yes, I'll donate 2 coins. And it's the same bullshit song. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Honesty, compassion, valor, justice, sacrifice, honor, spirituality, humility. Those are the virtues. That's what you get for choosing such stuffy principles as a basis. Oh. Okay. What's so stuffy about the principles of love, courage, and truth, sir? Truth, love, and courage. Ha! If it had been up to me, I would have chosen wine, women, and song instead. All right. Okay. Think of what of the virtues those would lead to. Well, you've thought it over. The principles of wine, women, and song would lead to the 8 virtues of... The virtues would be drunkenness, sensuality, harmony, lust, laziness, dance, indulgence, and happiness. Man, now I wanna like work out the 3-circle Venn diagram that explains how those all interact. I guess happiness would be the one that's made from all of them. Which one would be derived from none? Laziness, probably. Alright. But I do not think... Yeah, that would be quite a world. But I don't think that you are the false prophet. Oh, yeah. Well, he says another song. But I paged twice, buddy, and you sang me the same song both times. Oh, this is not Dr. Cat. Sorry. Hindle. Dr. Cat. What's it with you and ducks? I gotta know. Friend of Tanith's, are you? Yes. Well, if I don't say yes, but I just take the drink, right? Then surely I'm not lying. Okay, hands me an ale. Tanith bet me one time I couldn't catch a duck with my bare hands. So I did. I had a leash made for it, so I give it to her as a pet. Sounding familiar. Did this come up in Ultima 5? Did someone tell me about this while I was playing Ultima 5? Doubt she still has it, though. I saw Zoltan eyeing it hungrily. Well, who's Zoltan? Zoltan, king of the Roma, the travelers. I guess you can call yourself king of anything. If nobody... Okay, so... Tanith kept a duck I caught as a pet. And we're gonna have to take this back. Hold on. Start the story over. Yeah, Tanith, Zoltan. There. And Zoltan is the king. Anybody can call themselves a king. Zoltan is the king of the travelers. Got it. Very good. Thank you, Dr. Cat. And you, milady. See a finely adorned woman with a tight mouth and wide eyes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure about her eyes based on the portrait, but she's got the... Bow stiffly. She's sorry, her shop is closed. Madam, I was 100% unaware that you have a shop. We are not at your shop. See me some other time when I'm available for business. Okay, so she's a very business-like woman. Ooh, show me where your shop is, madam. Oh no. Unwinnable state. Now we gotta turn it off now. We're stuck in Dr. Cat's tavern forever. Folks. Come on now. Alright. It's okay. Ah! They sorted it out. That's the thing about a small town. You know, everybody knows your neighbors. You can eventually figure out how to take turns going through a door. So let's keep looking around Paws. Well, I mean, here's a tailor. Ah! Hello, madam. Your name? Marissa. You may call me Miss Trihun. Alright. Miss Marissa Trihun. Why, I wonder, would anybody who wants to be addressed formally start by just giving you their given name? Okay. And what do you do here? Fashion. King, you say? That's fair. That's fair. Miss, I'm going to take my leave. Yeah, you're fashionable, so you yawn at the boring regular people. Hold on. Do we have competing tailors? Little white-haired man hunched over with age. What's your name, sir? Thindle the Spindler. Alright, Thindle's a spindler. So probably he's not competing with Miss Mersa. With Miss Trehoon, sorry. But rather cooperating. Sorry, sir. You just... When you spoke, it sounded kind of keywordy when you said your name. What do you do? No, you told me. You're the spindler. You sew. You sew because you said so. That's clever, sir. Do you reap the things that you sow? Beautiful clothes? More pretty than those. Points to your stomach. Oh, okay. Alright. What's so pretty about them? Okay. Say hi to Mortude if you see him. I will. But who's this Mortude? Shorty is my friend. We play flippets together. What's flippets? You should learn. You should learn. A nice piece of bone and a small hard pea. That's all you need. What do I need the pea for? Smaller the better. Pulls an old bone from his pocket and a small pea. Now you get a hat. What's the bone for? Like an old dog bone. Okay, and you need a hat. Puts the hat down and he mumbles. Put the pea in front of the bone. Okay. I see where this is going. Flip it on home. It's like tiddlywinks. Cool. Yeah. You don't understand the youth slang, sir. I understand. I know. It's the bee's knees, I think, this game you told me about. Alright, so there's a... Say hi to Mortude. You can play flippets with a hat, bone, and pea. Very good. Get the map back up. The map is granular enough to give you a fairly clear sense of how many buildings are in a given town, which is nice. On account of the viewfinder of the map not really going out of its way to help you understand the lay of the land. Little girl, she's got a doll. Hello, child. Now you be still, they won't hurt us. She hugs the doll close. Oh dear, what do you want? Not to hurt you. What's your name? Meredith Cassandra Lammy. That's a pretty name, Meredith. Your great aunt. Where? Where does she live? Whatever. She's got an aunt named also Meredith. Somewhere in the world there's another Meredith. That could be significant or it could be insignificant. My great aunt, who lives far away, has the same name as me. Makes sense. What do you do? I see that you're a child. Oh, I don't work. My Mima can help you, though. Who's your Mima? My grandma. She's around here somewhere. Alright. Good to know. Do you have any strange ideas about the virtues, little girl? I think Becky has heard of Becky. No, okay. She doesn't want to talk to me about the doll. It's her thing. You know. You gotta let children have their private stuff, you know. If for some reason she wants to keep Becky's true nature a secret, who am I to judge? What does this sign say? Oh, it's the slaughterhouse. Perhaps Hendel the Slaughterman's in there, hard at work. I personally don't have the stomach to go watch that work. That's why I'm a vegetarian. Okay. Just checking the outskirts here. Is anybody like fishing on the bank? I doth not see anyone fishing on the bank. So, I think, except that I haven't found Meemaw, we are running out of Paws. I should head further down the road. I do not have a software slowing program, and I should talk to ELO right now. No, I have does this seem like it's going too fast to use Timpinski? Because I do have, I have the ability to turn down the cycles on the PC emulation. Excellent. Yeah, it feels okay. Like some of the sprite animations do seem a little jittery, but everything else feels fine. I wish I had understood more about DOSBox so that I could, like when I played Ultima 4, which I did not do on Twitch, it was so fast. I had no idea, I had to be very attentive to my character stats because if it wasn't my turn in battle, it was just and very difficult to keep track of. It's my old friend ELO. Need help with something? What sorts of things can you help with? Yeah. For now, let's gather it. I'll hold the money. Alright, sweet. Now that I got the money, I'll see you later. You got a story about Dupree? Well, hold on then. It's kind of awkward. Dupree is standing between us. ELO. What was that cool? He said you had some juicy story. Okay. A little obnoxious, but okay. Shimino, he's a quiet man. He's almost a creature of the forest. Yes, my friend? You got a story about Dupree? Ask Dupree about that. I think these are just standard... Ha! That's the generosity of a true leader, David. You may not share the money, but you feed your people just enough that they don't starve. There's honor in that. Okay. Do you have any stories? You don't. Okay. We'll talk to Dupree in a moment. Yeah. Got a story? There. One time you had to wake Dupree up for a tournament. Dupree cuts in. Here we go. ELO, you promised never to tell anyone about that. Is that true, ELO? Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. He whispers to you. Ask me later when he's not around. The game is incentivizing me to kick a powerful paladin out of the party so that I can hear gossip about him, which I like. But okay, for now we will not kick Dupree out of the party, as tempted as we might be. Okay. Well, now if I said story, no, you got no stories for me. That's fine. Dupree, a ruggedly handsome man. Baby-faced dude with a mustache. It's a pretty handsome look. Yes, James. What do you do, pal? Why, questing, of course. We've been on many a quest together. Like what? Gone on some really fine ones. When you're not around, I've settled for rescuing damsels, finding grails, and the like. Found any good damsels lately? Could be worse. Some of them are pretty eager to show their gratitude, if you know what I mean. I do, and I guess if we're ever going to talk about this, it should be before we meet up with either Jana, Mariah, or Katrina. So, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Never should have taught this guy the Monty Python references. All right. Well, great. What about these grails? That's right. Lord British likes to keep grails around to use at his banquets, but he's always losing them. So these aren't holy grails. This is literally like you just finding the missing stuff. He'll throw us a fine feast if we can deal with the gargoyle invasion somehow. Yeah, what's the deal with these gargoyles? Do they have a profit? Maybe the toughest threat we've ever faced. I mean, not so far. But we'll give it time. Good talking to you, pal. Alright, let's throw a save down. And let's continue checking out Paws. Here's a place. Oh. Is this a talking cow? Nope. Probably none of them are. At the same time. I mean, there's a talking horse in this world. And when we find him, he will give us a clue for Ultima 5. So that'll be fun. Alright, slaughterhouse. It's getting dark. Oh my goodness. No, Paws is extensive. Oh, no, saw that building before. What's this? The thread maker. Okay, so Paws has obviously gone all in on the local fashion industry. This seems like as nice a spot as any to camp. What about here? What about here? What about here? Nah. You hear something to the south. Okay. Oh, blocked in by a tree. Yeah, the avatar is easy to explain. He's just been at home, sitting on the couch, watching TV, waiting for another adventure to come along. But don't the rest of these guys, like, keep up with their training? And also, like, they're aging at a faster rate than the avatar. So that should presumably, age experience. But of course, at the same time, it's the kind of thing that's easy to forgive. Here's an inn. You know what? Well, now that we can actually find out exactly how much money the whole team has, I can make a decision about 134 gold. I don't know what the inn rates are, but that's a nice chunk of gold, I think. Oh, this is one of those inns where the proprietor goes to sleep at night. I don't begrudge the proprietor getting a good night's sleep or anything. There we go. We're back in the wilderness. Let's rest for 9 hours. I don't know who's going to guard. Well, yes, I do. As always, Shimino is going to guard. Not as always. We'd let him have a break if... No, we wouldn't. Sorry. Shimino, the designated guard. You will never sleep again. Okay. It's been some healing. All around. Shimino healed. He was on guard. Does that mean he fell asleep on his watch, or just do guards get to heal a little? Okay. Maybe I should just kind of look around at the food situation of the team. Alright, I've got my 2 reagent bags. That's a shame. It kind of seems, is the avatar out of food, or is this, what's this? Those are torches. Can't eat torches. Shimino has some bread. Okay. I think it would be wise if we were to go back to Dr. Cat and buy some food. Oops, not the right place. Paws is bigger than I was expecting. Counterintuitively large. And as hard as everything else in this game to navigate. Here we go. Right, of course. The tavern sign is the key. And as we know, Dr. Cat is not an early riser. Is this just Miss Marissa? No, it's not. A mysterious Roma woman with an Ankh pendant. You are the Avatar. I had a vision that you would come to seek aid from me. Well, shit. Tanith! Well, if that's what some call you, that's what I'll call you. I see that your duck is not with you. That's a shame. Tanith, what do you mean some call you that? Seek not your true name. So hold on. You have a... See, I've already had a thing recently with folks and their true names. If you could confirm to me that you're not a shadow lady. Patience? What do you do, madam? You tell fortunes for a price. Well, okay. Charge 6 gold to cast my tiles. Are you interested? Yes. From the folds of her cloak. We gotta get ready to record the wisdom of Tanith. After shaking it gently, she casts forth 3 small squares of ivory, each with an image etched into its surface and a title at the bottom. The tiles are Abyss, Mountains, and Maelstrom. Imagine it, waffle syrup. Not just that she's lying, but that it's all going to sound real. And I'm going to write it down. Okay, these are my objectives in the game. And British and Stimpinski and David are all just watching oh no. As I spend the next several months chasing red herrings. Okay. I got 3 tiles. Abyss. Mountains, and Maelstrom. Oops. I wrote Maelstrom. Maelstrom is a storm. Tanith says, this is strange. Yeah, I get that whenever anyone tells my fortune. The tiles show that to accomplish your ends, you must go down very far, then up very far, but you will not end up back where you started. Going to write that down word for word. The tiles show that to accomplish your ends, you must go down very far, then up very far, but you will not end up back where you started. Oh yeah. Do the tiles care to explain this bullshit? The Maelstrom indicates something important as well, but I cannot determine what it means. Do I get 2 gold back? If you consult the tiles another time, perhaps they will have more to say of your future. I wouldn't, British. I would want you to sit there, just be like, holy moly, how long is this going to take? Until he goes back and tells off Tanith. Just really, really giving Tanith a dressing down. Turns out to be the actual secret to getting rid of the gargoyles. No, I'm not interested again. Very well. So, man, I mean, I get her business scam. Ooh, the maelstrom was really important, but I can't figure it out. We could try again for 6 more gold. Alright. Thank you, Tanith. What about these ducks? Yes, ask him. What's your relationship with Dr. Cat here? Ask him about the ducks sometime. I did. Oh. He's the king. No doubt. I don't... Please... just... Okay. Okay. They love to drop a keyword when you're leaving. What were you just saying about our paths? It sounded significant. Your path leads to Paws as soon as I have time to visit there. Oh, I'm in Trinsic now, I guess. No. No, this is definitely Paws. There. Yeah, I will. Okay. Here's how I'm gonna take comfort, Tanith. I'm gonna say to myself that your mind is so preoccupied with the future that you can't actually tell where you are standing in the present. And let's hit the road. Alright, pull up my map. And what's this place? The Rope Maker. Hello, sir. Definitely, I get the feeling that somewhere between the development of Ultima 5 and Ultima 6, Richard Garriott bought at least one history book about the early modern Renaissance economy. It's very important next time to make it very clear how every single commodity in Britannia is developed. He's nearly as wide as he is tall. That's not clearly represented in the portrait, but okay. What? He grumbles. Well, I just came to say hi. What's your name? Mortude, the Rope Maker. Hold on. Hold on. I've been told to ask you about something, I think. Was I? Was I not? Oh, yes. Thindle said to say hi to Mortude. But he only said to say hi, and I've already done that. So I've accomplished that. Side quest complete. That's an interesting name. How'd you get to be called Mortude? And also, I didn't see a sign on your door, sir, but you've got a sign outside and it does not have your name on it. What? Oh my goodness. Hi. Nope. What do you do? Alright. I'm just trying to adhere to your Britannian conversational conventions. The strongest you'll ever tug, he says, pushing out his chest. Which of you? Dupre will take a rope. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Hang tight a sec, Mortude. Hey, ELO. I had fun carrying all the money. What? He grumbles. Well, we'd like some rope, sir. Dupre will take one rope. Fine. What? Okay. Alright. Customer service. Definitely not one of the... You know, customer service isn't one of the 8 virtues of Britannia. So I guess that's fair enough. But now we got some rope. If that comes up. If we catch a duck with our bare hands, we can bind it up with the rope. I imagine the innkeeper probably doesn't have anything to say besides, like, you know, hey, this is my inn. Paws is a real center of industry all of a sudden. Like, this is a bustling little town. Man, he's got sea blue eyes and a warm smile. And he's kind of staring off into space. He's handsome. No, I'm not, but what's your name? Timothy. Oh yeah, I knew a Timothy once. Named after your uncle. Tell me of him. Timothy Enders Daverstock. He was a famous knight. Oh yeah. Best known for his courage in battle. Like what? Tell me of his courage. He once held off a score of men while his own fled to safety across a bridge. That sounds noble. Timothy, the innkeeper. My uncle, Timothy, was a brave knight. Well, that sounds very good. Which bridge? Yeah, okay. Kind of seems like it would be a significant detail in the story, but I'm not saying anybody's lying. I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm not naming any names. All right. Here we go. The King's Way. Look at me. Like one of the locals. I know the script so well. Crossing the thing. Put my mouse back in there. Now I want the map. Well, yes. Getting to Trinsic from Paws is... Oh. It's not the first priority. We need to go back and actually buy food from Dr. Cat. What the hell, Dr. Cat? Where are you? Come on. You're killing me here. Here's the cats. Can I get a random? No. Okay. Who's this out here? We're gonna have to wait a bit. Oh, it's Meredith. See, Becky, they've come back. I'm actually reassured by that. She doesn't seem scared of me. Where's your Mima? Yeah. Okay. Good talking to you, Lil Meredith. Suppose this is nothing new. The Dr. Cat takes forever to open up his establishment. Whoop. Now that's very clearly not Dr. Cat. Dr. Cat will be the one behind the counter. Okay. We have the create food spell, don't we? We'll be okay. Do we have the create food spell? Be wise of me to actually confirm that that is true. Before I stake our plans of survival on it. Alright, in a pinch, we shalt create some food. If night is falling, feeling peckish. Okay, let's hit the road, team. Maybe we'll fight some trolls on the way. If the honor shrine could get opened up, that would be good for our tough dude. Honor is obviously courage is in honor, I think. Or is it just love and truth? No, courage has that. On one of my index cards, I have all that. If I need it. Who's this? Just some folk. It's a handsome, carefree Roma fella. Welcome to the caravan. Okay, let's in between Paws and Trinsic, but I'll put it in the Trinsic spreadsheet under a separate subheading for Caravan. You look like a bold warrior. Would you like to spar for a bit of practice? Well, no. I don't want to hurt you, sir. What's your name? He's the prince of the travelers. Yeah, I mean, it seems great. Whoa. Okay. I'm hurt. Carefree life. Travel hither and yon. The opportunity arises. He does what he can to brighten the lives of the ladies. Would you like to talk to my gross friend Dupre? Of course, you'd probably be more interested in my sister Wanda, right? Dude, that's your sister. I mean, sure. Can't say I blame you. In fact, if she wasn't my sister... Okay. Gross. She practices the world's oldest profession. I, of course, have perfected it, and thus need no practice. All right, Andreas. We all have our talents. I myself happen to have two. Be glad to show you sometime. What are your talents? Swordplay? Just ask and I'll give you a lesson you won't forget. I'm curious about how that would go. At the same time, sir, I don't want to just kill you by mistake. So, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to make some notes here about you. Andreas. Prince of Travelers. I'd love to bang my sister. Wanna have a sword fight. I mean, I guess, you know, it's good to have clarity about your interests and what you want. A traveler wench with a voluptuous figure and yet a very angular face. Well, hello, handsome. Looking for a little relaxation? Not today, dear. Thank you. You must be afraid of what your mother might think. Well, that wasn't really my main concern, no. Because I probably wouldn't tell my mother about this. Not saying I don't, you know, try to keep my mom in the loop on what's going on in my life. But what's your name? Wicked Wanda. And why do they call you Wicked? I mean, I'm kind of getting the idea. If we can find someplace private, I'll gladly show you. Oh my goodness. This is, we got some, Dragon Quest going on here. Some influence coming back from the JRPG. Okay. Private. Why, sir? Are you trying to insinuate something? She breaks into a fit of giggles. What do you do, my dear? Why concern yourself with that, honey? Surely you can think of something more pleasant. What about your brother? He's in the same line of work I am, but I think I'm more your type. Sure. To an extent. My goodness. Folks. Alright. Let's throw down a save. We're going to talk to the one other dude here. And then we're going to see... Can we benefit somehow from sword fight sparring with Andreas? Or do we just accidentally kill him? Because we don't know our own strength. Ooh, this is a fancy looking fellow. He's bemused looking. Hey, paisan. What? Hey, paisan! If you were looking to get a fortune told, you come to the right place. I ain't Fungool. I don't understand why this dude's talking like a Jersey mobster, but okay. Okay, you know what? I'm curious how my fortune might have changed. If this turns out to be bullshit, sir, I'm just loading the save, though. So you better have a real fortune for me. I got this fine set of fortune-telling cards. Oh, these were hand-painted by Musgrave himself. Richard Garriott had done all that reading about the early modern economy to figure out how many different types of shops he needed, but he still hasn't heard the word tarot. For just a 2 gold, what do you say? Sure. I'll take. Okay, well, pick a card. Alright, this is a card. She's the tower. That means who's going to go into a real big building soon, like maybe a castle. All right, I've gone way off from New Jersey mobster here. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Pretty good, huh? Maybe you want a better card though. Do you want to pick again? No. I get the idea here. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. No, I didn't even ask you. Arturos. What do you know about translation? Oh, alright. Cool. Well, in your job, you're the king. That is not what I've heard, sir. Alright. Of course, it's more of an honorary title, so he tells fortunes on the side. Okay. Well, okay, that's honest of him to admit that. It's a title. Call me Uncle Arthur. I'm not going to call you Uncle Arthur, but I am curious why you want me to. It's nice and friendly. I like you too. He comes over and gives you a big hug. These people. I don't mean the travelers generally. Like, you know, Blaine has not done anything to make me terribly uncomfortable while he's been traveling with me. So just the Avatar turns to Blaine and he's like, when I say these people, I mean these specific people. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I mean, thanks. The Avatar gives him 2 pats on the shoulder. I don't know how soon I'm going to be coming again, but okay. We do want to let's explore now. And when I say explore, I don't mean let's keep wandering. I mean let's find out exactly how freaky and weird and uncomfortable and possibly violent things can get with our newfound friends here. I mean, I don't know why I was surprised with the particular mustache that this fellow wears. Yeah, you want to fight? Pulling a couple sticks from his belt. Oh, great. Okay, and we don't even have to do the battle. After you finished, he comes over and puts his arm around your shoulders as he gives you a few pointers on fencing style. 5 times I've saved this kingdom, but thank you. You're not sure, but you think perhaps you felt a slight tug at the pouch you keep your coins in. You say, I'm gonna let it slide because I can tell that you folks, because I have a save game to load, really. Actually, hold on. What if I accuse him of stealing? Don't trouble yourself about that. The art of the sword and the art of love are all that really matter. Sure. That's how he's blowing me off here so I don't follow up about the purse. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'd wish the same to you, but I'm very confident that your travels are going to keep being interesting. Arturo. Hey, Wanda. Yeah. Okay, now. Alright. The game's not going to go... So we're not getting a puff-puff massage from Wanda here. Probably for the best. Goodbye, Wanda. Let's restore the game to get robbed by sleazy Arturo. Shimino hears something to the north. Is it water, buddy? Shimino's got to get better at he's got to step up the clarity of his descriptions. Everything's just something to him. The like thudding stomps of a cyclops, the ripple of a stream, the hiss of an asp. Every single time. Oh, look where we are. Yes, I'm standing here talking to myself because I pressed the wrong button. I meant to look at the sign. The King's Way. Oh, so, okay. Here we go. And here we are, I suspect. It's a flag. A 1.1 stone flag. I don't want to turn this into a PG-13 or possibly adult stream, but I'll be as vague as possible and say that when I first learned about the Puff Puff Massage recurring gag in Dragon Quest, that of course had been bowdlerized out of the game when it was translated here as Dragon Warrior, I utterly misunderstood what it was. I thought that it was what? Seriously? This feels too easy. Are the guards going to attack me because I stole? I'm baffled. I'm baffled. There's got to be more to this, right? Or not. Maybe just two shrines are easy. My gut tells me there's got to be something more to finding the Rune of Honor than literally just going to Trinsic. And it's there. Willjin, welcome. Yeah. That's when you're the Avatar, they let you do it. At least as far as coming into town and stealing the rune goes. It's Mandrake. Hey, pal. It's been too long. I spoke to you this morning. Or maybe yesterday. Alright. What brings me here? I was looking for the rune. Any leads? I've heard your one song. Right? Weird. Whoa! This guy has a style. Like he thought went into this particular look. It didn't just happen. The Fool's Paradise. Wow. That's a sweet name. So what's your name, sir? It's Lawrence. Alright, well let's get a Trinsic sheet going here. Lawrence. And I'm going to assume you're the tavern keeper here, but why don't you tell me? What do you do? What do you do? Ooh, rations, hey? Just hang tight 1 second, sir. Because I gotta talk to my buddy Elo. My old friend Elo. Yes, I would like to gather the gold. Alright. 121. Find out what the going rate here for rations. Hey pal, I'm looking Got some rations. I'll pick them up. 4 gold apiece. Well, obviously, there's 5 of us. Let's do a little math here. 3 nights, 5 people, 15. It's not that much math involved because I don't actually have to bring the gold into it. But that would be 60 gold. Let's just do 10. Survive for a couple nights. I don't know. Forget that. Let's see what happens if we just get 5 for now. I think that's everything for now. Well, is there something about the rune that you can tell me that I should have known? Because I can't shake the feeling that this has been too straightforward. Whoa, man. That is oof. I would like to see you cover it up a little bit more while you're cooking. I appreciate that it's hot. Or you could like wax yourself or something. Something. There's got to be a less upsetting way to do it than this. Hello there, my lord. Hello! What do they call you? Sandstone Angus. That's a cool name. Sandstone Angus. Most folks call me Sandy. Yeah, that makes sense. What do you do? I know this sounds stupid, but what do you do? You cook for Lord Whitsaber. He likes my recipe for fish and a white wine sauce. What can you tell me about this Lord Whitsaber? Does he have any kind of draconian laws about people who touch the rune? Okay. Making a note. She's a chef. Doesn't want to talk about Lord Whitsaber. Now it's possible that actually Lawrence just doesn't like to talk for too long. That could also be a thing. I guess, you know. I don't want to, hassle the guy while he's working. Too bad. Yeah, you cook. What of your sauce? It's his specialty. Okay, so he does not want to talk about Lord Whitsaber. Of course, that could easily just be a general thing. You know? I don't come on here and have detailed discussions about the Dean. A balding but distinguished man. Welcome, Avatar. I got a feeling, but are you Lord Whitsaber, the mayor of this honorable town? That's awesome, man. What do you do? Hey, entrusted with an honor above all others, governing Trinsic, the town of honor. What do you like so much about honor, sir? Every citizen in this fine town strives every day to be a living example of honor. Yeah, cool. Of course, thy own examples guide us all, Avatar. Thank you for acknowledging that, I exemplify honor, but also all 7 of the other virtues, including humility. Perhaps humility most of all. Yeah. So, is it cool that I just took the rune? It's on a pedestal in the center of town. Even though the rune is our most prized possession, we do not guard it. Yes, I noticed. And dost thou know why not? I don't. Is it because only a knave would steal it or something? Because Trinsic is the town of honor. None here would be dishonorable enough to steal it. And surely if any took the rune, they would do the honorable thing and return it afterwards. I will. I promise. Mental note. Return the rune when you're done with it. I mean, it is true that my intentions here are honorable. I like this. This feels like the virtue of naivete might be influencing him just as much as the virtue of honor. But okay, very good. I mean, I know, but let me just test you. The mantra of honor. Let me think. Yeah, I knew that. I'm feeling honorable already here. Meditating with you on the docks. Can you point me in the direction of the Shrine of Honor? Oh, you're the mayor and nobody's even told you that there's a mantra, a rune, and a shrine and they're all connected? Like a triangle? In this world where sets of 3 and sets of 8 are also beloved? Okay. I'm not judging. I guess we can't all know everything like the Avatar does. What does the sign mean again? Ataraxia James. It could do 4 points of damage. That's funny, but I was trying to look at the sign. It's an armory. Of course it is. Well. If we can sell stuff to this armory, looks like they got some fancy stuff. We got a really cool looking sword in there. We got a big old battle axe. We got some glowing armor, which is cool. I guess every now and then, it's just responsible broadcasting to say, you might have noticed there's a subscribe button down there, but I gotta be very clear. Although I'm certainly happy if anyone subscribes, I have nothing to offer subscribers except a founder's badge. There's 4 of those remaining. I will, in the fullness of time, come up with some subscriber benefits and offer them to you. But please, while I would have certainly not upset if you subscribe. That's fair British. Witsaber might not have even been born during the Shadow Lord crisis. Oh, David, thank you. That was I'm amazed that pitch didn't get the job done. But I appreciate the hey, all right. Love to see it. British. If you haven't figured out how to subscribe by next week, I will figure out how to gift you a sub so that we get one of those founders badges on you. Since you've been here since very, very early in my streaming career. Okay. I want to take a look at what I'm holding. I've got a club and a leather cap that I'd like to sell, if he'll purchase them. A couple of clubs. Those are clubs, right? That's exactly what it looks like. Hold on. Okay. So I guess when I see a James and he can do 4 points of damage, that's just like if I drop my sword and just started throwing I guess I would punch with this hand. Oh yeah, I'm not worried. Like I said, the subscriber revenue is not really the main reason that I enjoy doing this. And the hope of future revenue is not the reason I enjoy your company, British. You see a golden-haired young man. Yep. It's a fair call. I am the Avatar. Do you like my onk? You come to me to aid in the quest. What an honor. Yeah. What's your name, son? Brandon. All right. What do you got for me, Brandon? The commentary's free. But I really do appreciate that, David. It's lovely that anyone wants to hang out and listen to me babble while I play Ultima. Here in Ultima, now that we're in realistic Ultima 6, it's not iconographic. We can see all the things that are. It feels so silly every time you ask someone what their job is. They are very clearly surrounded by the implements of their trade. But what do you do, Brandon? Not important. He's a weaponsmith and only a journeyman at that. Only a journeyman, you say? Just a few years ago, simple apprentice. Now he supplies arms to all Trinsic. What kind of arms? He has to make weapons to help fight the gargoyles. What kind of weapons do you make? Perhaps you'd like to buy some. I would like to sell some? Only 3 of us have anything he's interested in. Okay. 20 gold for the sword? Well, no. Brandon, I need the sword. Okay. Goodbye for now, Brandon. We don't have a ton of money, and I'm still working out what we need. Perhaps when I find the Shrine of Honor, I will discover that I am now not well equipped enough to be doing this. Okay. Heading around. Let's take a chance. Is this the only guard in the world who is friendly? Oh my goodness. What's your name, sir? Really? Why? Okay. What do you do? Oh, okay. You're like, okay. I understand. I can see how that might be a job where you don't give out your name. I guess. I don't quite know. No. Kind of seems like the king's highest order of knights would have actually very well-known names. But you know what? A secret door. I mean, there's... we can say for sure... I would say there's definitely a secret door here somewhere. I don't see what you're seeing, but we'll Oh! Wait. Yes, I think I do see it. But okay. Your ranks have thinned. Jeez, these gargoyles, man. What do you know about the gargoyles? Yeah, I think I see where it breaks. We'll find out if I'm seeing the thing if I look at the right segment first. A few of us are left to patrol the cities, and those that may be sent to the shrine soon. Those may be sent... Okay, yeah. Fear we may lose the war. I'm here now, and with 3 of my trusty companions, and 1 juggler who I met. I'll get the job done. Don't worry. Patrol. It's your only job in times of peace. Peace is great, isn't it? May we see such times again. We will. They'll be frequently interrupted, but we will. Okay. What was the other... Oh, the other word. You're afraid we're going to lose. Not a single shrine have we liberated. The gargoyles fight like demons. No, they don't, sir. The gargoyles can't summon other gargoyles, and they cannot possess us. They don't fight like demons at all. What do you know about... have you ever seen a demon? You've noticed a certain resemblance. Sure. I see what you're talking about with a resemblance. The battle tactics are much different. Okay. A single shrine have we liberated. I've liberated a single shrine. And I just got here. To be fair, I did have Blaine with me. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. It's interesting because I think if in isolation you were shown the secret wall tile and the not secret wall tile, I feel like if I looked at them in isolation, I would be like, well, this one has a crack in it. It's not. It's just the outline of the thing. But yeah. Okay. That is a fine-grained distinction that I'll have to keep a close eye out for. Although it is helpful that I could see the, there's just a space here and there's no door into it. I don't know how super responsible it is to just find a lever and be like, what does it do? It made a noise. That's a start. Let's keep meeting the folk of Trinsic. Cannons. Here's something to the east, do you? Is it somebody in this place? I don't know. That's young Brandon. Well, I suppose I should go in the smith shop and talk to the smith. Hello, sir. A secret door and a mysterious lever that possibly did something. Now, this dude has a great jawline. Like, sir, if you head up the road, I bet that you can. I bet that Wicked Wanda will give you a free sample. Then again, this guy seems pretty serious. I don't know if that's what he's in the market for. Yeah, he does have a more powerful jaw, both than I and than the portrait that I chose in the game. What can you do for me? Well, let's get to know each other. Harold. What do you do? Makes horseshoes. Thank you for that note, British. I will go back and play with the thing and we'll figure it out. Well, no, sir. I'm sorry, Blaine. I was just asking about the horseshoes. Have a good one, waffle syrup. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Okay. Well, thanks, Harold. I don't have a horse yet. And I haven't met my buddy Mr. Smith. Maybe I'll meet him and he'll be like, I need a shoe. And you get him a shoe and he's like, you know, the Shadow Lord of Falsehood's name is Falinay or whatever. Okay, let's find out. Switching the lever, I hear a noise. Okay, it doesn't do something literally on this screen. Is it that simple? Hold on. Can it be all so simple? Oh man, dude. You can tell you're dealing with an elite guard when he notices that the hidden door has been opened and throws his body into it and immediately starts patrolling the corridor. Oh, you're killing me, man. Mr. X, as I guess I need to call you. Alright. Come on. Come on. Give in to the temp. He has to go to sleep eventually. Right? Have we also... Okay. So that's probably what it is. Here's something to the southeast. What's that sign? Alright, that's the armory sign. Ah, I was noticing a performance issue. And now I know the root of it. Okay. Ah. No rest for this dude. But he did at least get back to work. All right, boom. There. The lever controls the doors. I mean, we gotta sleep. So let's hope that we don't get murdered while we're sleeping. Straightforward stuff. If I'm ever, I guess, being... I don't know when or how the ability to shut the gates or to open them would be crucial. But now I know how to do it. So if it comes up, we'll deal with that. Not enough room? What about here? Yeah, that's true. How do you get any rest when the lever to control the town gates is not only in your quarters, but behind a big like secret wall that needs to be triggered? It's It's an interesting architectural approach. Sorry, Shimino. We all rest. Got a little bit of healing for a couple of members. And let's take a look here at the state of things. Looks like we did eat most of the rations, but not all of the rations that we had purchased. Okay. Well, that is what it is. Should I go back into Trinsic? Should I check out... Oh, this is just the... No, this is a building. Not simply a guard outpost. But the person who lives there is asleep. And so is this person. Alright. Let's go back to Trinsic for a minute. And continue, going in place. Alright. Wait. Trinsic and having just a bizarre number of secret doors built into your basic town protection walls. Name a more iconic duo. I think this is the outer wall of the city, but I'm not sure. Oh! Obviously there must be a way in there too. It's not there. Gotta actually look. Pattern break? Maybe not. Oh, is... Before I start messing around with the stranger's furniture, I'll save, just in case. Can I move this clock? Ta-da! But, to what benefit? It's a powder keg? Yikes. Let's, nobody light a cigarette. A decorative sword. Can I move the decorative sword? No, because there's a powder keg in the way. Can I guess take the... Nope, I didn't mean to steal. I'm not a thief. Okay. Well, that's a foolproof avatar foiling security device, isn't it? Can we get a whole thing going here? Hold on. Take the people out. The folk, the team. Move the powder keg. Still can't move the decorative sword. Okay. I'm stymied by my own honor. Oh well. Come on, team. Let's, Trinsic's a pretty functional town here. What do you hear to the southeast, buddy? Is that just Mandrake again? It is. I'm just saying bye. Just, yeah. Good to see you, Mandrake, my old pal. Okay. Did, who else? Prey's got a bunch of hand axes. Let's see if there's anything we can sell to young Brandon. And then let's take a look at the map, see if I can remember where the Shrine of Honor is. And we'll find out if we can get something going there. Very well. Ah! Yes! Dupre, ho-ho. Dupre will sell you his two-handed hammer, I think. Two-hand hammer. Yes. Let's try that. And then if I look at Dupree right now and find out that's what he was equipped with, I'll feel a fool. Yes. I think that is the... I think you're right that that's the gimmick. I say it because you told me last week. Not it's still all you. Nah. We did change our mind. Farewell, Brandon. It was good to see you. And yeah, so I had Dupree's equipment open. He's fine. It's all good. Let's go. Anything else going on in the tavern today? No, it looks like less going on because it's early in the day. That's fair. Wouldn't expect a... Yeah, and now we're just chugging along. But it was important to get those birds in there or else nobody would feel immersed in Britannia. Something wild about the fact that all of this world building and increased realism is all just leading towards Ultima Online, where Britannia turns out to be a place where every single person is a vicious, cruel murderer who will kill any traveler they meet instantly upon seeing them, and then take their gold and then, like, you know, insult them and laugh and so on. This person, I walked just over there and then I came back and this person not only got up, they vanished. Walk around here a little and see if I spot them. Oh, we have more businesses on the outskirts of Trinsic. Thinking that's like a real stable. But I kind of feel like I should wind up in a place where I can, you know, earn some money. And then start thinking about... Was that a thing right from the start in Ultima Online? I'll confess, I was always murdered too quickly to ever really find out how the game worked. I was playing Ultima Online on a Celeron that wasn't quite at the recommended. Like, for one thing, they did not say we recommend you use Intel's like crummy off-brand chip. Here's my... I've told this before, but here's my one glorious triumph in Ultima Online. I created like a tailor character, I think, because like everyone did, you create a character that has like an economic skill and you have them tediously make a bunch of money. Yeah, I only played for a little bit when it first came out, so I should be fair and acknowledge that. It's quite plausible to me that in the fullness of time, the power gamers and the jerks all made their way to there. But I was just wandering through, probably Britain, but I'm not positive, with a tailor, and I had done all this cloth dyeing or whatever, and I was going to sell it, and I saw that someone had left his fisherman character with a macro going in town to just fish forever. Like, this was clearly not a person playing this character. And he was standing in just the right spot in the town that if you stood next to him, there were no guards on screen. Because if you commit an act of violence and there's a guard on the screen, you're just instantly killed. But if you're in town but a guard's not on screen, someone needs to say the word guard to have you be instantly killed by the guards. And so I saw this fisherman, and I knew I've been here with my computer that like can barely handle running the macro programs. So I'm here doing the tailoring, the dyeing and whatever, and you're here just getting fish for free while you go do something else. Your parents probably even got you high-speed internet. And so, it's a doddering old woman. Who are you and what do you want? My name is James. Eh? Speak up. What's your name, ma'am? Tabitha. Tabitha. That's a real George R.R. Martin name. So anyway, so I saw him, and I had my little starting knife with the tailor. I thought, let's go for it. And it took forever. But I stood there, and I poked this guy to death without anybody coming by and seeing what I was doing and saying guards. And then, because my tailor was very weak, I took the fish off this guy, but I couldn't actually put them in my pouch. I had to stand next to them, drag them to the other side of me, walk past them, drag them to the other side of me. And this is on a computer that is just like, when I click on the fish and start dragging them, it's just like, what's going on? I might catch on fire. And I finally got them to a shop, and I sold all the fish, and I got a bunch of gold, and I dropped it off to my main character. And then I don't remember what happened next, although I would bet that the main character like bought some gear, went outside of town, was instantly killed, and then they took all his gear. But yeah. On the plus side, I probably have the kind of personality where if I did get into MMOs, I would be the kind of person who like, oops, I've ruined my life by playing this all the time. But I never felt the need to play another. Not the guy who did the stealing. The heist went off successfully. I'm just fairly confident that every time I ever tried to do anything with an actual character where I went outside the town limits, I just got butchered. And often didn't know what was happening because I'd just like hit both my computer just failing to run the game fast enough and the internet. I would get so much lag that just all of a sudden the screen would be gray and I'd be like, well, shit. Like maybe it was actually monsters killing me and I've been unfairly saying it was PvP the whole time. Yes, I will call you ma'am. I want to ask you about your name, but I'll feel like you think I'm calling you by that name and you'll be offended. Ma'am. Speak up. Yeah. What do you do, ma'am? Are you... No. What was her name? I don't think this is the grandma of the little girl in Paws. But just in case. Meredith. Do you know Meredith? Okay. She's very angry. Goodbye. Really? We're doing this? What's your... What do you do? May I leave? Oh my god. And my quest lock team. Okay. I want to leave. Okay, let's go back to the start. No. Now she's not even offended when I say her name. Are you deaf? Don't bother me. A thank you for what, ma'am? Yeah, the problem is the kids today. It's the children who are wrong. You meet a lot of interesting people. Yeah, it's just clothing. Whoa! That's a nice place to be. Monopoly on the instruments of violence, if not a monopoly on violence itself. Nobody's home. We're just leaving the... Can you close the doors for these people? Yes. Mr. Smith? A much grimmer Mr. Smith joke would be if Elo's cabin was still there in the woods, and when you get there, Mr. Smith is just a horse skeleton, and Elo goes, "Oh, I forgot to feed Mr. Smith for the last 40 years." Okay. There's got to be something to do, like... Is that old lady the healer in this town? People must have a real hard time getting their aches and pains dealt with. Let's throw a save. And let me look at the map. And see if I remember. Yeah, I think I know where the Shrine of Honor is. Let's see what happens if we go there. It could go bad, but that's alright. That's why we saved the game. Oh. Alright. Looking at the map, if that is the color that represents Poison Swamp, and we do not, have the antidote spell, that's an issue. Are the lighthouses still going? Let's find out. Let's head to the south of the peninsula. And I mean, who knows what we might find. Cannot hurt to look. Unless we badly hurt ourselves somehow while looking. Boom. Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. What's this? Is this anything? No, it's just scrub. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Not personally, I'll be honest, a huge fan of the British Empire. But Hail Rule Britannia is a jaunty song. So I do appreciate that this game repurposed it to just be a general celebration of Britannia. Something to the west? Is it the water, Shimino? Because the Avatar don't swim, buddy. Okay, this... We've got a thing... Our options for attacking are limited here. Huh. I'll say this. The giant squid graphic in Ultima 6 is far less evocative of a giant squid than the giant squid graphic in Ultima 5 was. Lightly wounded. Blaine, you gonna pitch in here? No, it looks like Elo's just gonna... Here we go. This the squid is not a tactical mastermind. You're still taking a break, Shimino? Yeah, like the big tough gargoyles. I suspect if all these things were drawn to scale, the big tough gargoyles would actually be smaller than a giant squid. There's got to be some underlying reason because it's very strange. Not only is it not evocative of being giant, like if I looked at this, I would be more inclined to assume it was some kind of eldritch horror made only of tentacles. Not that it was any size of squid at all. Boom. No treasure for the giant squid, of course, but my thought here is if we can just... No. Looking for anywhere where we can walk through... Any way around all that poison to the Shrine of Honor. I don't know. I mean, you gotta... No. That's not gonna do it. Okay. I'm going to use my gimmick gem. But I promise I will eventually stop saves coming to get infinite uses from a single gem. But not today. Okay, so probably the brown means poison? Yeah. Okay, well, great. Gem used. Save restored, like a very cheap dude who does not want to support his local guild shop for some reason. But, oh. Well, we accomplished goal number 1. Walking around that part of the poison swamp. Can it be all so simple? You hear something to the northwest? Does it sound like a bunch of gargoyles? Alright. I don't think we're... I think we're going to need a rowboat or the ability to cast and Nox. Or something. I suppose absolute fearlessness. Just charge in, get ourselves poisoned, try to win a tough fight, and then limp all the way back to the healer. And also the healer is a furiously grumpy old lady. Uh-oh. Night's falling. We're gonna learn if the create food spell can sustain us. Here's something in the northeast. Oh shit, there's more swamp. Okay, let's find out. Let's find out how this goes. I've never cast a spell in Ultima 6. So I'll put that down. Take up my spell book. Put my sword in my offhand. Okay. Do I look at the spell book and select the spell that I want to cast? Create food. Oh yeah, I'm just looking at it. Cast. Oh, makes sense. Want to cast create food. Created 1 food. Uh-oh. Well, okay. Let's find out what happens if we rest with 2 food. Not while foes are near. Uh-oh. Well, this is... Things are going from bad to worse. Okay, let's get ready for a fight. And, fighting in the dark. Shimino can... Wow, that's a serious torch. I've only used the torches underground. I was not prepared for a torch to make it basically daytime. Nonetheless. Hey, there's a bunch of... Those just flies? Yeah. Well, we'll fight you if we have to, insects, but we could also live and let live here. Nobody needs to get hurt. Okay. Well, there's at least one associated challenge with the Shrine of Honor. It certainly does not relate to getting the Rune of Honor. That's easy. Oh yeah, we got saying, let's rest and find out what happens if we don't have tons of food when we rest. She's got a normal 8 hours of sleep. Let's give Shimino a break. Brae. Alright, not everybody ate food. Torch burned out. Okay, nobody heals if they can't eat, but nobody just like died. Nobody's hit points are reducing. There's no starving status. So I feel good about that. But I think what I want to do right now, I don't have that much time left today, but I have more than 0 time left today. So I think I want to head up here. I'm going to do the right thing. The honorable thing. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh, I've got to... There. We'll know where we left it. Hopefully Dr. Cat is open for business today. He's not too busy hanging out with Tanith. If that is her real name. Which we know for a fact that it isn't. Here we are. Good old Paws. And then I believe Dr. Cat's gonna be up here. Here we are. Oh god, is this man just basically shut his business down forever because a friend came to visit? It's just the time of day, I hope. Food is no longer available in Ultima. In Britannia. Okay, let's whilst we're here, I could use your help. And yeah, gathering is exactly what I would like. Thank you, Elo. Okay, how's the funds? Oh, actually we're pretty much where we were, so that's good. But this is it's going to be a problem. Suppose nothing's stopping us from just stealing cheese wheels and stuff. Except for all that honor that we have. What time, Dr. Cat, do you open your establishment? Like Mandrake's here. He's like, come on. Is that you, Mandrake? Or is this another wandering bard? Hey, it's Patrick. Good morning. Okay, it's still the morning. Fine. I guess we can let it slide that Dr. Cat hasn't opened the tavern in the morning. Except the Paws is a boom town now. There's gotta be at least somebody who wants to drink in the morning. Hendel the Slaughterman coming home from a night shift. Okay. Good morning, Patrick. Where the hell is Dr. Cat? Yeah, he's got a whole thing about ducks. Have you seen him? Hopefully Tanith didn't like kill him or kidnap him or something. I'm just making a fool of myself, waiting all day for the tavern to open. This is little Meredith. It is. Just saying hi. Meredith. Come on, Dr. Cat. I know it's gonna happen suddenly when it happens. What are your hours, sir? My goodness, I am in your... Okay. No. We're going to stay calm. Staying calm, cool, and collected as I boil with rage. This very frustrating man. Hendel, what are you doing? Thindle. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, I said how... I don't know why you would specifically tell me to say hi to Mortrude. A not particularly friendly man. Great. So when you're behind the bar, the place isn't open. But when you wander back into the kitchen, we can come in and talk to you. Okay. What do you do, sir? You sell all this stuff? Do you sell rations? Okay. I'll buy them. 3 gold per serving. Your prices are better than Trinsic, which is probably part of his whole business strategy. Because if the prices are better in Trinsic, just keep going down the Kingsway. You're going to be there in a minute. All right. We need, okay, 5 serving per, so, forget it. We'll get a bunch of, no, let's get 10 rations. I guess that is still a fair bit, but, not today. Nay, sir. Yeah. Just testing your vocabulary there, Dr. Cat. I guess when I said nay, he thought I said nyan. So he's like, meow. Alright. Well, this... Uh-oh. I'm inclined to say... Yeah. Shimino! Okay. Okay. Well, it's chaos. We're glitching. Can we get it back? Can we just get back to somewhat normal? Head back up the road. Head in the other direction. Head towards you, I guess. And there's like... Just looking at other things on the map. Well, we're not... Gotta make my way to being able to cast Antidote, for sure. That is a short-term priority. Shimino is... If I point Shimino the guy... He actually did just fall behind. Weird. Things are getting wild in Ultima 6. Okay, head north and then west, just following the road. There. So we've made it back to Britain. And now let's head west. Like, technically Skara Brae is just a quick jaunt to the west here, except that I'm not entirely confident that it's going to be so close. Like, we've got a little bit of water fording ability. I'm not confident we can walk across water to Skara Brae just yet. What if we make it to you? That'll be cool. Maybe Jana will be there. Some kind of roadhouse? What's going on here? Whoa. Muscles looking like huge snakes. That's an interesting image. Okay. Bust out here. And I'm going to put this... I guess I'll go to the Britain sheet. And go down and say... Road to you. That's where we are. Okay. 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 Speak. Oh wait, no, that wasn't very cold. Speak. Speak. Anyway, he's cold. He's buff. He's handsome. What's your name, sir? You intimidating man. Are you taking a census? Yes. Taking the Avatar's census. Yes, you know. Counting people, taking down names. Yeah, I know. I was... It is Jackalopes, although at the same time, I did just get finished with Ultima 5 back in December. So, in another sense, this looks like a great leap forward. Well, both a great leap forward and a stutter step, because we're going from mastery of a more primitive form to the first steps into a whole new paradigm for RPGs. Okay, so this guy does. Okay, what do you do? Are you down, sir? Just talk about your job. Do you like to talk about your muscles? Okay. Bye. Whew. Tough customer. Got some kind of home here, but yeah. All right. Along the road. One thing that makes me think that maybe, just maybe, I can actually get to Skara Brae is just that this road is called the Spiritual Path. But expect it to be called, like, Justice Road. So, this would be the road. Like, I mean, you know, I haven't been to Britannia in a while. It's a perfectly plausible and, you know, justifiable public works project would probably be constructing a bridge that connects the mainland to Skara Brae. An island city that's, like, extremely close. Oh, I think I used a cedar door. Okay. We're going to load this up again. Clear some of the glitchiness out, hopefully. And we'll see how it goes. Bear with me one sec. While my metadata syncs with the GOG servers. There we go. Fire it back up. Diving in. Waiting a moment. The Origin logo appears. Come out of full screen. For whatever reason, none of my windows go all crazy. Which I appreciate. Just gotta liberate my cursor and click somewhere other than... Okay, that'll do. Here we go. Journey onward. It all loads up. Can I go down the road? No object mismatch. Okay. Alright. It's a healer. Of course it is. I can see that it is. Hello, ma'am. See, business is slow, which I guess is good. That's a... She's being deliberate about that smile? I don't know. Yes. She looks down at you. So this very large woman is like tall. Her eyes are merely slits. I have a lot of questions, ma'am, but let's just get to know each other. Dizana. She smiles like a cat preparing a meal. Preparing for a meal. What is... I don't know what the writing is trying to get me to think here. How am I supposed to interpret? I don't know. But let's get a Skara Brae spreadsheet going. Dizana. Whoops. what do you do? Heal, cure, resurrect. You bedside manner is not your specialty here. Okay, great. I don't need your services right now. But what do you know about spirituality? It's a mystical place between here and the hereafter. Quentin resides there. Oh, sorry to hear that. Who's Quentin? He attained much wisdom before he was forced from here. If his ghost has been seen, and I believe he has, then he must be attempting to communicate with us about some unfinished business. Perhaps he knows who killed him. Somebody killed this man. I know this much. If you wish to find out who murdered him, you won't be able to ask his ghost. You see, the spirit world cannot communicate with ours directly. Okay. Although his ghost can hear your questions, he'll respond by manipulating the environment. Manipulating it? Yes, make him demonstrate his answers by, say, shaking a branch. Okay. I'm sorry to drag up painful memories, but I didn't actually take the note of your loved one's name. Quentin. Thank you. Okay. She's the healer. Okay. Quentin was killed. His ghost may know his killer. Ghosts cannot speak directly, but must answer by manipulating their environment. Now, basic, side questy RPG tropes might immediately make one think, did you do it, Dazana? Is that the twist? But it also seems weird if she's, hinting at me how to catch her. So I'm going to trust Dazana for now. I'm not going to j'accuse at this exact moment. I went and I tested my desk to make sure that I could move it to stand up without popping any wires out of my setup. And I brought my stress mat in. Now it's so close to when I gotta stop that it seems pointless to switch from sitting to standing. Oh well. Okay. Thank you. I will return for exactly that reason. Because that's why you come to the healer. It's a villager. He's tall. He's rather well dressed. He's got a wilted smile. Yes, he asked, reaching over and removing something invisible from your shoulder. Okay, I'm gonna assume he's getting some fuzz for me. Thank you. I'm not gonna say thank you to him because he'll interpret that as goodbye. What is your name, familiar fellow? He sniffs the air as if smelling something bad. I am, of course, Trenton Bell, the mayor. Oh, of course. Yeah. If you want to talk about people who it's actually obvious for everyone to know, I'm the Avatar, if you hadn't noticed. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't like your attitude, buddy. You don't seem very spiritual. You may call me your honor. How about I call you Trenton Bell? Your title? You're the mayor. Okay, fine. I don't like you, Trenton Bell. What do you know about your own rune? Quentin, not I, was in charge of its safekeeping. Oh, wow. The buck stops here. Great leadership, pal. You're doing a bang-up job. Just as I suspected, when he died, so too did our chances of finding the rune. Okay, I'll say this. We've got a thing to do to obtain the rune here that is a little more tricky than getting permission from a young girl's parents or picking it up off of a post in the middle of the town. So that's cool. See, he never told anyone where it was located. Weird. What of this Quentin? We're not friends. Not good friends, that is. He resented my position. Are you sure that's what he resented? You strike me as the fellow who inspires resentment. Yes, well, as mayor, I am the shepherd of the spiritual people of this hamlet. We do not believe in violence as a solution to our problems, except for whichever one of you killed Quentin, which, quite frankly, sir, purely based on instinctive dislike, you have become suspect number 1. My flock would not fight against anyone. Therefore, I'm alarmed at the recent gargoyle sightings. Yeah, nobody likes these gargoyles. Huge, fierce creatures they are. Yeah. Quentin didn't even have time to scream before one of those beasts had killed him. It was just the gargoyles? Why doesn't designer know this? How do you... Hold on. How do you know he didn't have time to scream? Many believe if he had screamed, someone in the inn would have heard him. Okay, he was killed near the inn. A couple of travelers were staying the night. Probably doesn't mean that kind of traveler. But they said they heard nothing. Still, I find this strange. Okay, who were the travelers? You don't know their names. Can't you ask people what their friggin' names are? You're the mayor. It was Gideon. Oh, man. Nothing's ever your fault or your responsibility. He runs the Haunting Inn. I have a hunch where we might be able to find Quentin. But also, wow, what a bad name for your inn. The one the travelers were at, it's across that way. He frowns at you. Yeah, no, don't you go frowning at me. Do you know the mantra of spirituality? I'm just testing you because I already know it. I'm the avatar. Three principles give me strength. Reading books is good for your spiritual side. Oh, buddy. All right. I've got to ask you about one more thing. Just try to not be a jerk when you answer this question. Speak to Horrence of that. Yeah. Okay. Quentin had the rune. Gideon spoke to the travelers. Horrence knows of the shrine. Of course, unless something has changed, I might also already know a fair bit about this shrine. He may be mad, but he is still quick and astute in the ways of magic. I wonder if he can teach me and Nox. Alright, well, bye. Can it all be so simple? No. The rune of spirituality is at the bottom of the well. Wouldn't that have been a nice revelation? Okay. Well, we have stuff to do. Hello. Man bent over with age. An old brown tunic hangs loosely on him. A real Friar Tuck look here going on. And he looks at me. Hello. Looks over his shoulder and shows someone behind him. Hey, I told you, Mata. New people, new food for our souls. Welcome to the Haunting Inn. You must sit, for you must have many tales. Oh, he wants to hear my tales. That's cool. Yeah, but let's get to know each other first, buddy. I had a feeling. How did Trenton Bell become the mayor here? Was there an election? Was he... I can't see Lord British being like, I appoint thee Lord Mayor. Trenton Bell, the worst dude around. Gideon, it's an old family name, meaning one who spreads the word. My wife tells me I spread too many of them around. What kind of words do you like to spread? One of kindness to all souls. They should make you the mayor, pal. You got my vote. So, what's your wife like? When I was a young man, I visited the shrine to contemplate an emptiness I felt inside. Marta was there, so beautiful and shy. We sat in silence together for hours. Finally, she could take no more, turned and kissed me. Woo woo. Hey, love is part of spirituality, buddy. Shout comes from the room behind him. He answers, no, Marta, our guests are not asleep yet. It's middle of the afternoon, Marta. Just chill. Okay. If I say her name, do you have any more? She doesn't come out of that room since she saw that darn ghost in the dining room a few nights ago. Yeah, I had did you ever think that maybe you invite the ghosts by calling this place the Haunting Inn? The lanterns went out and a specter drifted in front of her. She let out such a scream that I heard her from her bedroom. Scream? Marta doesn't spook that easily. After all, she's woke up next to me all these years. Ha! Oh, come on. Give yourself some credit, Gideon. I mean, you know. You're a fine look. Like, there's nothing wrong with the way you look. I'm not trying to. I'm not saying you're the handsomest guy I've met. Because I've met Horace from Trinsic or Paws. Maybe I should lock the cupboard where we keep the wine, but I don't think my Marta's been nipping. What of this cupboard? If you've never had Stivius's wine, you're in for a treat. Who's Stivius? He lives next door. Strange fella. I think he sampled too much of his own wares. Haha. And did you talk to these travelers? Questioned them about the night of the murder. Still, of all of us, my Marta and I had the best vantage point from which to witness, or even hear, the murder. Yet we saw and heard nothing. So there was a murder. Yeah, okay. Obviously, Quentin was the one who got killed, right? What was Quentin like? He came to this island many years ago. As children, we take the boats and race around the point. Marta and I took care of him when Mondane's henchman killed his wife Elizabeth. Whoa, callbacks! We care for his daughter Marnie now. She's such a brave girl. Pauses a moment and continues. Neither I nor the travelers staying here heard anything the night that he was killed. Probably killed is just going to take us back in the loop. No, they say that he was killed by a gargoyle. Heard these beasts eat their prey. Why do they leave Quentin alone then? I don't know. What do you think of the gargoyles? Okay, I mean, you were just... Alright. I didn't mean to give offense. Okay, so what else? There were other keywords here, right? No. Murder? Yeah, no. Okay. Killing? Quentin was killed? Yeah. I don't know. And so you met at the shrine? Is the shrine of spirituality still locked between dimensions? I would like to. But if I could repeat my question. Is the shrine of spirituality still... Okay. Say no more. I will. So where's the dining room? I see that you're scared, Marta. See a rather plump woman. Yep. With darting eyes. Her eyes, they're not animated, but I can see those eyes darting. Good description. Good matching of text and description. Hello, how are you this afternoon? What is it you need? You're Marta? It's nice to meet you. Taking me forever to correctly spell the phrase innkeeper's wife, but we got it. Here we go. All right, Marta. I kind of know, but what do? You tend the garden. What do you keep in your garden? You've not seen it? I haven't seen it yet. Loveliest roses. What do you like about roses? Hey, red's a good color. I don't blame you for liking red. All right. I know it's a sensitive subject. What can you tell me, though, about Quentin? I have to ask another that. Are you sure? What can you tell me about A murder. I would ask that another day. Did you hear a scream? She doesn't want to answer that. How do you feel about gargoyles? Nasty creatures, or so I hear. Can stomp a garden to pieces in minutes. Yes. That, everyone says the worst thing about gargoyles is that minutes, I feel like humans could stomp a rose garden down in a few minutes. Okay. Have you been getting into the wine? Well, I'm not hearing a no. All right. Can you tell me about the Shrine of Spirituality? You can't. Okay. Thank you, Marta. I'm sorry if I upset you by, bursting into your room and asking a bunch of questions about a recent murder that I already knew you were upset about. What are these guest books? The Book of Spirituality. In your travels throughout life, remember always that spirituality embodies the sum of all virtues. Chant the mantra Om, yeah. As you meditate on spirituality, and all will become clear to you. Oh, fab. So the extremely condescending mayor was also giving us a basic gameplay hint. Thing is, I already had it. I already knew. So this inn doesn't seem to have a dining room, which is problematic. In the cause of us, is it a secret dining room? Do you have to find the hidden door? No. What's going on? What's the story? Is the dining room just the entrance? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's, for now, continue investigating this murder. Arg! Oh no. The Avatar feels a great sluggishness when he's around birds. My one weakness, the presence of birds. I don't know what I was expecting. I'm just showing off that I know your friggin' mantra. Alright. I don't like you at all, Trenton. You're my least favorite mayor that I've met so far. Because Witsaber was great. He even, when he realized that I had probably stolen the Rune of Honor. Okay, it's nighttime's coming. Let's go back to the inn. Also, I hear my front door opening and I can see the clock. So this is our last task right now. Just to get to that inn. If the birds would go to sleep because it's nighttime, it would help. And let's walk around and we'll see what happens. If it happens in this building, great. If it does not, we got somewhere to start next week. Because we got a whole sub story here. We have things to do in Skara Brae. Oh, time goes by so slowly sometimes. Well, at least Marta's getting some sleep. And I shouldn't be creeping around in her closet. But if I was the Mandrake Avatar, I would need to get my. Hold on. Let's flesh this thought out. Which of the virtues would involve creeping around? I guess lust. Virtue of lust, lurking around in a plump lady's closet while she sleeps. It's very specific, weird kind of lust. I don't know. Well, it's super nighttime now. Gideon has gone to bed. In fact, let's just shut their bedroom door. Let them have a sleep. And we'll see if Quentin's ghost appears in the inn or if the dining room is in fact a separate location. We'll save now. So if I determine in the next couple minutes that I've wasted my time, when I start anew, I still have some nighttime left to be wandering around trying to find where Quentin is. Not going to be at the healers. Well, you know what? Let's shut her down. Let's say that, we got a great starting point for next week because we're in a place where we want to solve a mystery. And we also are getting really cagey answers about the Shrine of Spirituality, which may no longer be dimension locked within the Moongates. Lots to discover. We've headed out into Britannia. We still don't know what... The biggest mystery so far, of course, is why is the game called The False Prophet? And I don't know yet. For a minute, I thought that the Mandrake, with his unique take on the virtues, might light the way there, but I think he was just flavor text. So, cool. There we are. This was fun. I hope you had fun hanging out. Thank you for coming. Those of you stuck around to the end, and also everyone who came and left at some point, even though they can't hear my words. This week, I suspect I'll just hew to the normal streaming schedule that you can see on the stream. So Thursday, me and my buddy Greg will play wrestling games to an audience of nobody. Nobody ever watches that, but I love Greg. We like hanging out, so keep doing it. Friday Night Forgotten Circles, hopefully back on track. We had to cancel it this week due to a storm warning that didn't really quite materialize. None of us lost power. And then, next weekend, Star Patrol 2, Ultima 6, The False Prophet. Onwards and upwards. So until the next time our paths cross, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.